Now let us see core. So core is an part of an casting which is used to make an hollow shape in component. So there is difference between pattern and core. Many times students get confused between core and pattern. So you remember that pattern will be used to make a cavity in a sand mold, which will be an exact replica of your component, and core will be used to make an hollow section in an component. So here I have shown one component which is like an bush shape, where you require to produce an one internal hole in it. So this is an sand or cavity. In cavity, a core is held between two core print. So when you pour a molten metal into this cavity, it will be going to be filled, and during pouring, uh, the two load will be generated, or two forces will be acting on this core. One will be a thermal force due to the heat of an molten metal, and another is an buoyancy force. So buoyancy force is generated due to the difference between the density of your core and the density of your molten metal. So due to this difference, a buoyancy force will be acting on all the surface of your core. So to due to these forces, what will happen, the core will be trying to move away from its original space. So the work of core print is what? To sustain the core against these two forces. So core print is a very important function in sand mold, or in related, which is related to core, which holds your core against these forces. So now let us see, and the core is generally made of sand, then binder and water. It is a mixture of all this. So after solidification, you need to break your sand, you have to remove your component, then whatever the uh, sand is present in this hollow section, you need to break it, and then you will get a final shape of your component. So for this, let us see what properties should the core have. So first is an refractoriness. So refractoriness is nothing but you can call it as an resistance against the heat. So as it comes in a contact with a molten metal from all sides, so it should have a good refractoriness compared to the mold sand. In mold sand, only one side of an wall comes into a contact with an heat, but in core, all sides will be coming in a contact with a molten metal, so it should have a more refractoriness, or a good resistance against the heat. Another is an hot strength. Higher hot strength should be required, as it is surrounded again from all sides from a molten metal. You should have a higher hot strength. If it has less hot strength, then there will be a crack will be generated into this core. Next is an collapsibility. So after solidification, whatever the molten metal is surrounded by core gets contracts or shrink, due to which core gets pressurized. Under this condition, core should be collapse. So once you whatever the pressure is acting on the surfaces, due to that pressure, uh, the core should be getting collapse, so that if it does not collapse, then there is a chance of hot tearing and cracking of core. And if it gets cracked, then the molten metal will be inserted into that crack, and it will disturb the inner shape of your component. So collapsibility plays an important role in this. Again, another is an permeability. So as molten metals comes in a contact with the moisture of a core, gas will be try to escape from these areas. Therefore, good permeability is required for core. Then another is an friability and crumbling. So these properties used to break the sand after solidification, so that sand should be removed easily. So here this was an information related to the core. In next video we will see gating system.